We're going to go ahead and get started in just a second. We'll give everybody a chance to get on here. Go ahead and start your watch parties. Give everybody a second. I am doing the same thing. Yes, indeed. We're going to get started in about 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. So what we will be talking about, we will be talking about 1, mindset, 2, expansion of your cash flow expansion for short. Yes, indeed. Want you guys to just keep your minds open and think about the things that we will be talking about because there's a lot of things going on in the state of affairs right now. A lot of things going on. I mean, we have unemployment rate that is at an all-time high. Right here in 2020, the year of 2020, we have actually broken a whole lot of records, But I want to let you guys know that, hey, you can come out better out of this whole pandemic than you did coming in. I'm going to say that again. You could come out better out of this whole pandemic than you did coming in. So we're going to get started, and we are going to get started. About 30 seconds, guys. Let's see. Right now. So look, guys, real quick, we're not going to be before you long. I got some major players in the game that is going to be joining me in just a few minutes. But I definitely want to talk to you guys a little bit about 3 things that are really plaguing America right now. One of the things real important is inflation. Inflation is really hitting us because of the social distancing. You know, everybody the trends have changed. The trends have changed right now from what we used to know as the norm. I mean, let's see. We now restaurants, they're slowly open back up. Travel is slowly opening back up. Unemployment rate is still at an all-time high. Stimulus checks are still coming out. But guys, the norm, what we are right now, what we're doing is called the new norm. Because of the whole social distancing thing, inflation has been going up. Inflation is when the cost of goods and services are going up, except your money. So there's a lot of things that contribute to that inflation. Well, if inflation is going up, that also means taxes are going up. We had those stimulus checks. We had the whole stimulus thing. Guys, let me tell you, if the largest bank in America, which is the U.S. Treasury, and the wealthiest country in the world, which is America, are struggling financially, then how in the world are we going to pull ourselves out of it? When I tell you that taxes are constantly on the climb, and guess what? Who has to pay those stimulus checks, the money back in taxes? I'm looking at you and you looking at me. That would be us. So you got to understand inflation, taxes, and debt. You guys, taxes causes debt. That's the biggest thing that you got to understand. I read not too long ago that here in America, history broken again. The credit card debt in America has just now topped $1 trillion as a whole collectively. That means that the debt accumulation in America is $1 trillion on those credit cards. You guys got to understand, people are starting and have been doing and surviving off of their credit cards. Some people have 1, some people have 2, 3, and 4 credit cards. But I'm going to tell you guys, right now, we have solutions to all of those problems. And right now, I am going to have one of my very good friends, a business partner of mine, Mr. Brian M. Bean, in the building. Are you there? Mic check.
Mic check. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, man. Now, I just got through telling them about 3 challenges that we are all facing here in America. And I want you to actually break down the solutions so that we can all get on the right side of capitalism.
Oh, don't worry, man. Hey, life has challenges. I'm telling you guys, COVID is a big challenge. 2020 has been a challenge, man. A lot. I mean, this thing has been rough for a lot of people. I mean, it started with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, we lost a great one. I lost my father in February. This is not a morbid type situation. I just want you guys to know that 2020 has been rough for a lot of people. We've lost some loved ones to the COVID virus. Businesses are struggling. But what we have to do, we have to prepare for war in times of peace. And I want you guys to write that down. We must prepare for war in times of peace. And once you understand that life does have cycles, and it can knock you out sometime, write down, but just don't let it knock you out. Again, life can knock you down sometimes, but don't let it knock you out. So Brandon, what's happening is we had to do a pivot. And I'm telling you guys, just as sure as I'm standing here, I'm going to show you how just a few short months ago, a lot of us you're going to get introduced to, we're averaging, 3 figures a week, 4 figures a week. Now we're starting to hit the 5-figure a month mark because we're growing our income by an extra digit. Now, I came in kind of rude. My name is Brian M. Bean. I'm the founder of an organization called the Extra Digit Movement. And what that means is we show you how to grow your income 1 digit at a time. Now, Brandon, here I was at Morehouse College, 1997, broke as a joke, got my English degree, didn't have the gas bill and water bill at the same time, so I had to decide. So I went and started a home-based business after making 3 figures every 2 weeks, and I started making 4 figures a week. And that's how Extra Digit grew. I went from 4 figures to 5 figures to 6 figures to 7 figures from my home. Guys, I've been very, very fortunate. I retired when I was 22 years old because of timing. And what I want you guys to see right now, put this in your notes, timing is everything. Every company you know that's providing solutions, they're winning, right? Brandon, what's the name of this company? The hand sanitation company, right? Purell or whatever.
Yes.
You think they're winning?
Oh, absolutely.
Brandon, if you got some stock in Lysol, how you doing? Are you winning?
I am doing exceptionally well right now. You can't find Lysol anywhere.
So what I'm saying, guys, everybody that's providing solutions, not just during the pandemic, but anytime you provide solutions, you win. A lawyer can pay a pretty hefty you can pay a pretty hefty penny for a lawyer because he's usually getting you out of some kind of trouble for a solution. Doctors, mechanics, the AC man came to my house the other day. I need a solution. You know what I mean? So I'm going to pay for it. And it's funny, the bottom line is we provide a solution known as a home-based business. Now, Brandon, break this down for me real quick. How is it that a home-based business, if you were to put me and you side by side, I'm going to be the bad guy, you be the good guy. I don't have a business. I'm hard-headed. You do have a business, you ready to roll. MWR Financial provides the solution via a home-based business, guys. It keeps us safe. It keeps us safe, number one. You don't have to worry about all the problems Brandon talked about, number two. So because he talked about the problems, Brandon, parallel how the home-based business tackles the taxes, the debt, right? And the inflation. How does that one solution make this happen?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Brian. That's actually a very good question. So I'm going to tell you the difference here, guys. The difference is with Brian, he doesn't own a business. That means that he goes to work every day. One, he's losing 1/3 of his income into taxes. He's giving money away. He's paying his bills that he does on a regular basis anyway and not getting any benefits. The difference with what Brian is doing and what I'm about to explain to you that I'm doing is that Brian's money is actually being utilized and making somebody else some money. The benefit that I have as a home-based business, I told you that he spends money anyway and gets no credit for it. But guess what? If I have children between the ages of 7 and 18, I get a tax deduction. My utilities, a portion of them are tax deductible. My rent or my mortgage is tax deductible. My gas that I put in my vehicle is tax deductible. So wait a minute. If I'm putting gas in my vehicle, I either have depreciation of that vehicle, I have maybe a car note on that vehicle, I definitely have insurance on that vehicle, but guess what? All of that is tax deductible. So the things that I spend money on anyway actually are tax deductibles. And guess what? The biggest thing and the biggest expense, which is taxes, like I said, I actually get to lower my tax bracket and put that money back into my pocket for my use. How about that, Brian?
Now, you were saying my name as if it was true. Okay? I mean, now, Brandon, we're supposed to be role playing. Brian does not have a business. Brian sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, I do have a home-based business. That's just a role play, okay? Brandon has a business, and if I did not have a business, then guess what? He gets to write off the cell phone. He gets to write off the internet. Guys, you got to remember, put this in the comments. An HBB, home-based business, is your number one asset. An HBB is your number one asset. Because now everything you paying anyway, at the end of the year, you give the government all your receipts. These days, we keep it in our cell phone. You give the government your receipts. Your CPA your receipts. And they say, hey, you spent $18,000 on your business? You're like, yeah. Between the gas, the food, certain square footage in my house, my movie theater upstairs. We have company here in the house. We do barbecues to raise awareness. We do cookouts, stuff that you're doing anyway. Your CPA says, well, those expenses can come off how much money you make. Mm-hmm. So guys, do you know you're averaging about $20 a day out the window if you don't have a home-based business? Now, I need y'all to do me a favor because we're about to show you how to take advantage of our new stimulus credit. This is not a fear of loss technique. This is not sales. I'm not trying to pressure you. This ends tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern. That's why our final webinar is at 10. At 11 p.m. Eastern, our stimulus credit is over. 11 p.m. Eastern. We're going to show you guys how we're making thousands of dollars a day, thousands of dollars a week. You get a $99 credit towards your membership, which means the business is $128 instead of $228. Now, I know you don't know what that means. I'm going to add the value in a second. But I need you to text right now while you're watching. Text the person or inbox the person who's watched part of your watching or who invited you to this webinar and say, I'm on the 2 o'clock. Do it right now. Take some time. Let them know. Say, I'm on the 2 o'clock. Because what we do, we keep our phones nearby. So once we see that you were on the 2 o'clock, we're going to give you the instructions to get your $99 credit and have a team of experts help you with your cash flow. See, we're going to show you how to increase your cash flow. You got to remember this. Cash flow is measured in dollars. I'm sorry, time. Mm-hmm. Income is measured in dollars. Now, Brandon, break this down for me real quick. What's the difference between cash flow and income, time versus money? And give me an example.
Okay, perfect. Cash flow, like you said, is measured in time. So in other words, let me put it to you this way. You can have a negative cash flow, meaning if you made, let's just say, $80,000 a year, but your expenses are $160,000, you actually have a negative cash flow because that means that you actually can only survive for 6 months.
That's right.
You make 80,000, but your expenses are 160. So only for 6 months can you survive. But now let's reverse that. And let's say that you have the same scenario, $80,000, you make $80,000, but your expenses are $40,000 for the year. That means that you actually can survive 2 years off of that 80,000. That's the difference between your negative cash flow and a positive cash flow. And most people think that they have an income problem when they don't. They actually have a cash flow problem.
Come on, Brandon. Come on now. I'm gone, man. Go on and finish this thing up. Take him to church. So listen, the reality is he's right. Your time is more important than your money. So what our membership does, it shows you, or it expands. That's why we call it cash flow expansion. That's just a little EDM, extra digit movement, phrase we coin. We help you with your cash flow expansion. See, if your taxes are down and your debt is down and your expenses are down, automatically your cash flow is up because you didn't make any new money. You didn't earn any extra income yet. We're going to show you how in a second. But the money that you currently make went further. Now, Brandon, you got your cell phone or are you using it for the food?
I do.
You getting paid every day?
I do.
Did you get a pay raise this week?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. All right. Pull up the cell phone real quick. I'm going to show them something, how Brandon get paid every single day. Now, what we're doing, guys, we're doing a couple of things. I'm going to tell you when to pull it up. Hold on. We're doing virtual solutions. So Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, they leverage you. You got to learn how to leverage them. So we might do a video like right now. It's 343 people within the platform. Uh-huh. We had about 516 last night. I woke up this morning, it was viewed 8,400 times. So when you understand video, Brandon, is the gift that what?
Keeps on giving.
Keeps on giving. Guys, I turned a $228 investment into $250,000 in 6 months. Now, that's 100,000% rate return with a real company, with a real product or service, with real people that get real 1099s. Guys, listen to me. This ain't no flower. This ain't no susu. This ain't gifting. This ain't cash out. We got real enrolled agents helping you get your taxes down, get your debt down, certified experts in credit, getting your scores up, private banking by your financial advisor, the staff that we give you, all in your membership. And you guys get a $128 special instead of a $228 special. It's $128. Now, Brandon, this is the crazy thing. A lot of people are gonna get in on the stimulus. They say, look, I want my $99 credit. Hopefully you text the person already and said, I'm watching the 2 o'clock. So now we know to give you your $99 credit.
Mm-hmm.
But Brandon, here's what they don't know. When it's really $228, which is still ridiculously low, do we make more money or what?
Absolutely. Indeed.
We make more money when it's $228. We just want to give the $99 credit one more day. 11 p.m. Eastern, it ends. Now, Brandon, I keep talking about these experts. Break down these experts. What is the role between these three? You got the person watching us, because I know what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know what y'all do. That's because it's going over your head. We do these Zooms. We do these webinars. COVID has everybody at home. So our solution is showing you the power of a home-based business. Brandon, we got 3 entities, the person watching, Extra Digit, and MWR. What's the relationship between the 3?
Man, that is a real excellent question. See, us right here in the Extra Digit movement, our whole attainment and objective is to actually show you how to increase your income by 1 digit at a time. By doing what? Exposing. We tell our friends, our family, our colleagues, our business associates, our co-workers, everybody you know. All we do is expose them to this information that you're hearing right now. That's what the Extra Digit movement does. And we actually expose them to this information and refer them actually to MWR Financial, who we have partnered with, and they provide the experts that will tackle the problems that most Americans are plagued. You have your own credit restoration specialist, you have your own certified CFA, your own certified CPA, and your licensed investor that are all assigned to you to help you combat those challenges that we talked about earlier. So when I tell you that we have the experts, and all we do from home is just expose our friends, our family, our colleagues to this wonderful opportunity.
And guess what? I got a special guest with us that just jumped in the studio, and he is the master of exposure, one of our $1 million ring earners, Charles Ivory. What's happening?
Hey, what's up, Brian? How's everybody doing?
Hey, we're doing good, man. When I called you a second ago, I heard you were on the road. The new people.
Yeah, I was on the road, Brian. Then the sky fell apart. It started raining and storming. It started messing up my internet, so I had to run to the church, man. I'm at the church right now, so I'm at the Fellowship of Love. This is Pastor Murray's church. Larry Murray Jr., you know, he plays the drums over here. So I'm at the church doing the broadcast, sitting up here on the pulpit. I don't know how my pastor doing because these lights are hot, but.
Hold on. Let me ask you something. Wait, Brandon, do a mic check. Count to 3 real quick.
Microphone check. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, Charles, you got some feedback, man. It's real staticky. Make sure any mic you have is pushed all the way in. You might have half of it sticking out. You know, I do my little engineering audio thing sometimes.
Well, it's the mic on the actual computer. So
okay, do me a favor. I'm gonna have you disappear. That's the only device you got?
I got my cell phone.
Try that and come back.
All right.
Use that link I sent you, okay? Okay, so Brandon, let's do this. Let's show everybody what it's about. But Charles, guys, is $1 million ring earner. When I tell you he's doing his thing, he is doing his thing. And we're going to show you guys how he went out and bought his car and everything. So now you got the relationship. So Brian, what is my investment? What does it entail? What does it pay for? Well, just like a McDonald's, if you had a McDonald's franchise, excuse me, McDonald's franchise, you got burgers, fries, shakes, and apple pies. McDonald's did 1 billion serve with 4 basic things. Well, we do the same thing with money. Credit Max, Money Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max are our 4 core pillars. So when people say, what is my home-based business? You're investing $128 until 11 p.m. tonight Eastern, $128, and you're buying into a franchise. The Making Wealth Real franchise turns your home into a home office. Now, your burgers, fries, shakes, and apple pies is 4 core basic pillars. Money Max is your taxes coming down. A lot of people don't know that, but your taxes are your biggest expense. Credit Max is the credit restoration specialist who help your credit score go up. Equity Max is the debt elimination software. And Wealth Max is now that you have your money and cash flow sky high, where can we put it? Now, guys, I want you to hear this. This is important. It's not time consuming. Everything just has a portal, and all you do is upload your documents into the portal, right? We're not gonna go over all this today, but I want you to see this. You upload your 2 pay stubs into the portal, and the tax experts help you adjust your W-4 and get a pay raise. You upload your 3 credit reports into the portal, and you get the deletions and the slow pays and late pays removed. Equity Max, you upload your debt into the portal, and the experts are there to type with you, and the data comes out and says you should pay this visa first, do the mortgage like this, your car note goes here. If you reverse engineer your payments and keep them on time, you'll be debt free in this amount of time. The only portal that requires a consultation is, of course, land banking and private banking. Now you get on a Zoom with our private banking and land banking experts. Now that's where you start generating the assets for your wealth. So let me show you guys something real quick. 128 got your credit score up, right? Got your taxes down. Now, Brandon, this young lady said, I started the business in April on Good Friday. Now, she started her business. Then she said, I got 455 extra dollars in my check. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that's pretty significant.
Very.
Brandon, you give yourself a $500 pay raise. You didn't do anything different, just less taxes coming out. Are you feeling good?
I absolutely am.
Now, talk about TaxBot real quick. The app that comes on the membership, how important is it that they keep excellent records? Why can't you just willy-nilly your business? Why is this app a crucial piece that comes with the membership?
Well, Brian, that's another great question. The thing about it is that most Americans that have businesses, their sinkage or their number one reason that they get in a lot of trouble is because they do not have records. Some people do the old school way of keeping receipts and putting it in a plastic bag, a box, or whatever the case may be. And of course, over time, over the years, those receipts can start to fade. Right here, guys, our TaxBot is an app that you have on your phone where you actually can take a picture of your receipts when you get them, and it automatically loads up into a cloud and keeps a record and a track of everything that you expend or expense for the year. It actually itemizes everything that you do. So at the end of the year, now you can actually print off your TaxBot records, and it has everything itemized and the pictures of the receipt, which are what? Your excellent records. And let me tell you guys, if the IRS was to come and audit you, they're going to ask, where are your records? And this right here is all your records already organized specifically for you.
All right, so we're going to speed this up. What I do like about it, TaxBot is not exclusive to Making Wealth Real, right? You can go get the TaxBot app. But I like that it's part of your membership here. It's built in instead of you paying for it separate. It's built in because our experts with the enrolled agents, they now are showing you how to keep these records. It links to your checking account. So when you swipe your debit card, it says, hey, was this business? You're like, yeah, we talk business. when you swiped your plane ticket was this business. So now this guy's on the screen has $17,000 in deductions. I mean, it just gets better and better and better and better. Once you get your taxes down, you can create wealth. Now your credit is something different. Guys, your credit determines how much you pay for money.
Mm-hmm.
So all you do is upload TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Now, Brandon, I don't know about you. Let me bring Charles back and see if he's here. Charles, give me a mic check.
Hey, 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
Now we on and not popping. All right.
All right.
Brandon, did you have a credit testimony with Credit Max?
I did actually.
Go ahead, go with it. Let me see if Charles can top it.
Well, I don't know, because let me tell you guys, I was pretty good. I was right at around a 770, and that's pretty good. I consider myself in the elite, and I actually uploaded my information, and I am like right at the tip of clicking that 800 club. And I actually am at 790 right now.
Come on, man.
790.
Well, the reason I can pitch y'all against each other is because y'all both way better than me. All right. I'm just not hitting right at 750. So, Charles, take us on over to the 800s, man. What do these guys do for you?
Hey man, well, I'm holding about an 839, my wife and I, but my biggest Credit Max testimony is my baby granddaughter. She went from a 356 to a 763 in 2 months, Brian. So anytime I tell a Credit Max story, I always use her as the example because it blew my mind. And she just graduated high school, getting off into this real world, went to go buy a car. She didn't have to come back and get a co-signer from me. So I was really proud of that. She got a really good interest rate and she was able to get any car on the lot. So.
And I tell people, man, just upload your reports. Like, it's not that hard. Just upload your reports, check the mailbox, any correspondence from the bureaus. You gave our authorized, certified credit restoration specialist limited power of attorney. So once you give them what's called LPOA, limited power of attorney, they do the work. Now, Charles, I had somebody that challenged me, right? Well, Brian, you can get this done on your own. I don't have to pay $119 a month. I don't have to pay, $4 a day for this to happen. I'm like, sir, it's a lot of things you can do on your own. Brandon, I can fix my car, but I don't want to.
Right.
I mean, something's gonna end up happening anyway. I can work out by myself, but a trainer's gonna push me. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
You can be your own lawyer. You do know that, right? But you're gonna lose. Okay, so I tell people all the time, it's a lot you can do on your own. But $4 a day, guys, and now you got credit restoration specialists helping you. You got enrolled agents you can chat with to get your credit scores. Your taxes down. And now Equity Max is powerful. Let me show you guys this. Equity Max is where you upload your documents and your what do you call them, guys? Your debts, right? Like Miss Charlotte Hudson here, she uploaded her debts into the software. And look, they'll put a side by side of what your creditors have planned for you if you're not careful, and then what Equity Max has planned for you. Let me surprise you with this number. If Charlotte had gone with the bank's plan, she would have spent $500,000 in interest.
Wow.
Now, Charles, I don't know about you. That's $500,000 in free money that you just gave away to the creditors. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely right.
Now, on the blue side, 2 years and $11,000 in debt in interest if she does it and reverse engineers her bills the Equity Max way. So when you have these experts telling you what to do, please put this in the comments. Just do it. And we're not talking about Nike, man. We're talking about just do it the MWR way. We're killing this thing. Guys, in 6 days, I added another $100,000 to my income. In 6 days, annually. You mean to tell me if you could cram in 6 days, get your cash flow right, take advantage of this promotion, bring some people back at 4 o'clock, bring some people back at 6 o'clock, bring some people back at 8 o'clock, and our last one is at 10 o'clock because it closes at 12 o'clock, right? At 11 o'clock. Wait. So when you come back, bring some people with you because you got a chance right now to get these bonuses that we're about to show you guys. But look at the side by side. 111 years versus 2. Then they have the nerve to give you what's called your millionaire date, right? They gave Trevor his millionaire date. They said, Trevor, look, at this rate, you'll be debt-free in 52 months. Not bad, right? Then you'll have $250,000, 34 months later. 3 years later, you have $50,000 in cash. Then you have $100,000. Then you have $250,000. So guys, Equity Max gives your goals a date. Now, Brandon, we got a new piece of Equity Max, a new little addition here. I like the name Bill Shredder. What does this mean?
Man, the name says it all. You don't need to say nothing else. Bill Shredder. Guys, this is actually where our experts actually negotiate the lower your payments on your bills. So for instance, you could have your cable bill. You still get the same service, but they will negotiate on your behalf to lower your monthly bill payment. And they could do that on your internet. They could do that on all your utilities, anything that you want. They will definitely make that attempt to do it. And they are very, very detail oriented, just like the first part of Equity Max, where they actually will tell you what your new payment will be. And they also will let you know if it can or cannot be done.
Now, Charles, why wouldn't a person do this? Look at this. This is my business partner, Shayna. We took a look at your AT&T wireless bill.
Mm-hmm.
You asked us to negotiate it on July 11th. Guys, this is brand new, right? We just started this particular portion last week. We want you to know, we're happy to inform you that we've qualified you to move to the next step and into the hands of our bill reduction specialist. So now they're working on her AT&T cell phone bill. This is a whole new industry where companies now want to work with you to see if they're giving you the best prices and plans possible. And that's a perfect example. Charles, you the man with the plan. Talk to me about the private reserve account. This is the final step of wealth creation. How does this private reserve account work? What industry is involved in it? This is Wealth Max. So far, Charles, we told them before you hung up, Money Max is the taxes going what? Down. Credit Max is your credit scores going what? Up. Equity Max is your debt going down. And Wealth Max, Charles, how does this get your assets up?
Man, I tell you, I love this one, Brian, because, you know, I did my consultation. I got my private reserve account. It was real easy to do. The experts did all the work. But the good thing about having it, the private reserve account really just turns you into a bank. It has no loss provision, so it's not tied to the stock market. So you don't have to worry about losing your money, because right now with this pandemic going on, if you got money in the stock market, 401k, IRAs, you done lost money, right? But with a private reserve account, your money is safe because it's backed by an insurance company. You know, just like the banks are insured, the private reserve account is an insurance company, so your money would never go below what you put into it. But what I liked about it the most was that you can borrow your own money. You know, you got to qualify for your money at the bank, but you don't have to qualify for this. It's your money, so they're willing to give it to you. And then when you borrow your money, you don't have to pay any interest on the money, but your money still grows interest off of what was previously in there before you took it out. So this is great because, you know, if you wanted to go buy a car, you can actually take cash money out of your private reserve account and just go to the dealership and buy the car flat out. And you ain't got to worry about overpaying for the car, paying for the car twice, and then you pay yourself back with no interest. I mean, it's a wonderful thing. And there's no tax penalties on it. So if you want to, you know, if you took money out of a 401k or IRA, you know, you have to pay the tax penalties on it. So there's no taxes on it. You know, it's a great thing. I love it.
Now, before we show you the money, I want y'all to think about this land banking. So the private reserve account is one aspect. Right, I'm gonna leave that up on your screen. Land banking is another aspect. Now, what is land banking? Land banking is the purchasing of land in what's called the path of growth. Let me show you this. This is important. When you get to a point where now your assets are making more money than you could ever make working, now you rocking and rolling, right? So if on a land banking deal, we have a California-based it's California based. In other words, it's an area called Antelope Valley, California. I'm sorry. And Antelope Valley is what's being called the next Silicon Valley. I blew this up so you guys can see it. It's one of the most fastest profitable investments you can make is land. God is not creating any more land. The Pacific Ocean, last time I checked, has been there for 1 billion years. And y'all, it's hard to move. Okay, it's just they tried. The Pacific Ocean ain't going nowhere, no time soon. God put it there, and that's where it stays. So when you have limited land, and the people are getting more and more popular, or the population is increasing, value goes up because the demand is high, but supply is low. They've seen the same trends that Silicon Valley had 20 years ago. Now they're calling this like another Silicon Valley. When you have Warren Buffett putting his solar transit system out there, you may want to look at it. When you have the Olympics coming to this area in 2028, you may want to look at it. When you have NASA and the armed forces building creating 6,000 jobs in Antelope Valley, you may want to look at it. Guys, they say wherever a Walmart goes, they've done all the market research to tell you may want to get a house near the newest Walmart because that area is going to be booming. So you don't have to do a whole bunch of research. You get your deed, like my good friend here, Don Wilson, and his wife, Ruthie, and Melissa Jackson, they got their deed in hand. Now, when the big boys come, you sell and you got it wholesale instead of retail. Now, let's talk about the money. Now, so far, everything we talked about is your cash flow. If we can't show you how to make your own cash flow grow, there's no need for us even to discuss making extra money. So at this point, you see that we're making your money grow. Now, we're going to do a rapid speed here because we're back at 4, so we can't go real long on these overviews. So I want Brandon real quick, just break down the momentum bonus and how they can earn this and why taking advantage of today can make it happen even faster for the month.
Man, Brian, let me tell you, success loves speed. When I tell you, those of you all that are out there that are watching this and you find so much value in this and you definitely want to share it, like Brian said, invite some people back. But here's the thing, you get your membership and you invite some people. If you invite 3 people and 3 people join and get their membership as well, the momentum bonus is where they will actually, meaning the company, will actually pay you $150 bonus on top of the $50 that you get per referral. So guys, you have the opportunity to actually get a total of $300 right now. But in actuality, you have 30 days.
That's
they
right.
tell you they want you to do it in 30 days. But we have people, because of this whole stimulus credit, that are doing it in less than an hour and even a day. But if you help those 3 get 3 within 60 days, the company actually will give you another bonus of $450. So you start today, 60 days from now, if you help the 3 that you brought in get 3, they will give you $450, another bonus. And if you help those 3 get 3, guess what? You get a $900 bonus. I want you guys to put in the comments, 3 equals 150.
That's right. And a lot of you guys are going to do that before midnight or the 2 o'clock. I hope you text or inbox the person that said, I'm on the 2. That's the one you're on now. Now, these are called expansion bonuses. I did not know any of these people on the sheet. I didn't know Jennifer. I didn't know Quentin. I didn't know Robert. I didn't know Charlize. But you start earning money to the tune of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way up to $75 on individuals you don't even know. Guys, let me show you these pay stubs, and let me show you some people that we want to celebrate. My first check was $28 around November 1st. October 28th, I got involved. My first check was $28, and people laughed. You know what I said, Brandon? See, that's people that have no vision. I said, well, Charles, they paying. That's all I want to know is that money hit my e-wallet. The next day, it was $38. I said, well, they paying. The daily pay is real. Guys, $450, 300 every day. 325, you see the screen. 170, 615, 900 every single day for 30 days. I turned a $200 investment, 228, into over $13,000 my first month in the business. Guys, that $228 investment is approaching 30 grand a month, and that's on my worst month. This company has what's called minimums. That means the worst you can do is the text message that you receive every day at 5 o'clock. That's the worst amount of money you can make per day. And then multiply that times 12. These are the floors, not the ceilings. So I'm approaching a point where the worst month I can have is 30 grand, and I invested 228. The worst month you can have, you're going to invest 128. If you're serious, we're taking $100 off until 11 p.m. Eastern tonight. We're doing these every 2 hours at 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and 10 o'clock, shutting it down at 11 o'clock with all the signups. What are you waiting on? I know, the car bonus. Somebody tell you about the car bonus. Here it is. $500 a month, $1,250 a month, $3,000 a month. Now we have some individuals, and I think one of them looks real familiar. Happens to be on the screen with the gangster lean. Okay. Brandon, what day of the month does your $500 bonus come?
Man, on the 10th. We love the 10th.
So our guarantee comes on the 10th. Our car bonus comes on the 10th. Our presidential bonus comes on the 10th. Somebody else that we know and love, Mr. Junior, Kier Space, just got his brand new car bonus this week. He is so excited, man. Now you got somebody that speaks to 9 million people a day with Steve Harvey in the morning, and he's part of the Extra Digit movement. Junior's doing an awesome job making things happen. He just got his car bonus. Show some love to Junior out there. This guy looks real familiar. Yeah, his granddaughter is not the only one. I guess they got vehicle-itis. They got vehiculitis. Charles, you got vehiculitis. Your granddaughter got it. Where'd you go pull up in the other day?
Hey, 2020 GMC Sierra truck, baby. It's nice too. I love it.
Now, is my slide wrong? Are you right at the 3, or where are you at now? 3,000?
Oh no, it's 3,000 now, Brian. 3,000 as of Monday.
Man, I'm so tired of updating these slides. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Wait, let me pull that back out of the atmosphere. I am not. I will update these slides every day if we have to, right? So, guys, the cool thing about it, you don't have to get the car. Miss Shana Rawlings here, she's at the 1250 level. She said, hey, I'm keeping my 1250. Charles get 3,000. So, Charles, it doesn't just pay your note. Last time I checked, 3,000 to pay what?
It paid the insurance, it paid the upgrade I had on the truck, and all the gas I put in it.
And some left for the mortgage. Am I right?
Exactly.
The Wealth Whisperer, Miss Quanah Sims, congratulations. She just hit 1250 yesterday morning because of the stimulus package. So guys, that $99 credit helped so many people join the business. Your points just go up and up and up. Here's a quick note for you guys. 50 people in your team kind of unlocks the door for everything. 50 people. Now, Charles, if it took everybody until December, would you care?
Absolutely not.
Because it's worth it. 50 people brings you a $500 car bonus. 50 people brings you a $500 presidential bonus. 50 people brings you between $900 and $1,500 a month. You're looking at between $2,000 and $3,000, $2,000 and $2,500 a month with just a small team of 50. Now, you can't stop another person's excitement. Krista Howard's still trying to figure out every day if she want to be on the car lot real soon here. She get $3,000 a month coming in. I personally would kill myself if I went and got another car. I collect vintage cars. And it's a great feeling, man, to have all your titles, right? I have a 66 Mustang, I had a 58 convertible Thunderbird, I had a 61 Bentley, and then my daily cars. But guess what? All the titles. I got all the titles. So the company still gives you $3,000 per month. I mean, it's ridiculous. Now, before we go, Lord, this guy looks familiar again. So, Brandon, you just on every slide, right? Leaning forward, the gangster lean on the scene. What's this about? What's the presidential?
Let me tell you, as your team grows, the company actually operates on a point system. So everything is collectively. When as your team grows, so do your points, and as your points grow, like Brian said, you get to certain levels where you can unlock different bonuses that are paid monthly. The presidential bonus that he's talking about right here goes from $500 all the way up to $100,000.
That's crazy. And guys, look, at the 4 o'clock, you're going to hear from Mr. Larry Murray. This is Larry Murray was sponsored by Charles Ivory, who you see on the screen here. And Larry Murray is our young Thundercat, right? This guy, man, let me just give you an example. There's 6 positions in the company. You have the lower 6 to get you going, executive, senior, and area. And then you have the lower 3, and you have the top 3, district, regional, and national. Larry Murray hit the district position in 60 days. 60 days. This boy is on fire, and I'm so proud of him. He's going to join us on the 4 o'clock. So we're going to get out of here so you guys can get ready for that. Charles Ivory, I heard you got another pay raise this week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There it is. 2,500. Hey, it's a beautiful thing, Brian. Halfway there to 5.
What was the tier before this one?
Hey, it was a $1,000 bonus, man. So that was a $1,500 pay raise.
Just this past week.
Just this past week.
Per
and
month.
Brian, when you get to the next one, it's another one coming, man.
That's crazy. Because guys, the points they don't stop and you start over every time. The points roll into the next bonus. So when he went from 1,000 to 2,500, he's already halfway to 5,000. The point, it's not like a reset where you got to build again. It's amazing. So in other words, every person is building toward your 100,000 a month now. It's really ridiculous. I hope you guys understand. Please get with the person who introduced you. The daily, let me make these smaller. The daily guarantee. Brandon, where does this start? $5. What's the beauty of $5? People think it ain't no joke. Why is the $5 so important?
Man, let me tell you, if you walked outside right now and seen $5 on the ground, how many of you guys out there would pick it up? If you walked out tomorrow and seen $5 on the ground, how many of you would pick it up?
I'm gonna get it.
Probably by the 3rd and 4th day, you're going to go outside looking for that $5.
That's right.
Here's the thing. $5 a day is equivalent to $150 a month that the company will pay you. Once you get 3 people and 1 outside customer, that means a person that wants to utilize the services, the company starts you on your daily pay, your first tier of $5 a day. You will get a text message every single day at around 5:01 Eastern Standard Time PM, where they are depositing $5 onto your e-wallet, which is the MWR's way of paying you on their credit card. Guys, $5 a day equals $150. And guess what? Your membership is only $119 a month.
That's right.
That covers your membership. So your business is being funded by itself. How powerful is that?
Period, point blank. Now we got some people that hit the $50 the other day. Herschel Gibbs, Richard Harden just graduated to 50 a day, 1,500 a month. So proud of Cortez Springer out of St. Louis, 1,500 a month. Bert Sims, the other half of the Millionaire Siblings, Quana and Bert. Well, Bert is at 1,500 a month. This is guaranteed. Mr. Junior from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And Charles, you mean to tell me you got some other income in the house? You just married, married money.
Hey, it's married money. That's it. It's married money. It's a beautiful thing.
Talk about the wife for a minute. She just hit the district position.
That's right. She hit the district position, man. And you know the funny thing about it, she didn't never think she would ever get there. You know,
that's crazy.
It wasn't even a thought for her. You know, this stuff goes fast, Brian. You know, I was just seeing today, you asked me for a screenshot, and just in May, I was at the 150 position. And then it's July, and it's a whole different story now. It's amazing. It's amazing. This thing here is off the chain. You'd be crazy not to join.
I know you humble, but you say in May I was at 150. Now I'm at a different thing. Go ahead and tell them what you're about to do.
Oh man, Brian. Hey, I'm 2%
away from $300 a day, Brian. That will hit today.
Charles, I'm telling you now from experience, that thing start moving slow, so you got to go in and push it now.
Oh, hey, Brian, 17 more people. I already calculated it. Yeah, okay. I know the leg is coming from and everything. It's gonna hit tonight, Brian. If all not, right. I'm gonna wake up the next morning to be there.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So Larry Murray Jr. and Kim Whitfield just hit 100 a day. Keep in mind, Larry's been in 60 days. Kim set our whole organization on fire with her $1,500 Money Max testimony between her son's father and her. Brought in an extra $1,300 and $200 for Money Max and just set it on fire. Miss Quanah Sims, the Wealth Whisperer, and Chuck Harden, they just hit 150 a day. Charles, tell them it moves fast. It starts to, after a while, it catches fire.
Hey, Brian, you can't stop these people. No. I mean, I listen, I took Larry to Atlanta, and I'm telling you, for 3.5 hours, Larry was doing his thing there and back. I couldn't stop him if I wanted to. If I said, Larry, let's listen to the radio for a minute, he wasn't gonna stop. You can't stop another man's excitement.
You can't.
I love it.
And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. So guys, we're gonna get out here because we got a 4 o'clock coming up. Y'all can bring people back. Same station, same network. Brandon, what's the number 3? Charles, what's the number 2? I'll talk to the number 1s.
Hey, number 3 says, you know what? I heard everything y'all said, but all my finances are in order. I don't need none of that. If that is you, thank you very much for allowing us to occupy a little bit of your time. But do us a favor. The person that invited you to share this information, refer some people that are not in your position and allow them to hear this information. And thank you for coming out.
All right. Thanks for coming out. All right. I can't wait till COVID is over, I swear. We're going to have some fun in person, right? Charles, what's the number 2? Who?
Hey, number 2 say, hey, I want the membership, man. You know, I can use that additional pay raise. I can fix my credit. You know, I would love to get out of debt, and I want to start building a wealth for a legacy for my family, man. So if that's you, hey, get the Financial Edge membership. Hey, get those experts in your pocket. Hey, get with the person that brought you back here. If you're a number 2, hey, we would love to see you.
Nice. So that's $79 a month, guys. Just the membership alone. It's not $128. It's not $119. The membership, just the experts, Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, including Bill Shredder, Wealth Max is only $79. Now, if you're number 1, that's what we're looking for right now. I'll be honest. And number 1 is like, I want my $99 credit. I'm ready to go. We'll see y'all at 4, 6, 8, and 10. Inbox the person whose watch party you're watching. Call the person who introduced you. Say, I was on the 2 o'clock. I'm ready to go, and we'll get you guys going. I'm Brian Bean. That's Charles Ivory. That's Brandon Caldwell. We'll see you guys with another awesome group at 4 p.m. Eastern in basically 1 hour. Then again at 6. Then again at 8. Then again at 10. And this thing is over at 11 p.m. Every 2 hours, we're right here closing it with a bang with our marathon and our extra digit blitz. You guys have a good night. Peace.
Peace.